people. Today we're going to be doing this cute little set of tiny roses. And we're going to be doing them on a medium length stiletto nail. This is going to be my base color. Now I really wanted to do a nude as the base color, but all my nudes were either too pink or too orangey, and I just wasn't feeling them. So I went with this pale gray instead, which ultimately in the end it came out to be a little darker than I was expecting, but oh well. It is what it is. Now this set took me about an hour and 15 minutes to do, so really I think pretty much all skill levels should be able to handle it. It does have hand painting. All the stuff will be hand painted on, but it's super, super easy. So you don't need to have good hand painting skills for these. But we're going to go in. Now you'll notice the color of that now. It doesn't even hardly look gray. It's very pale. I probably should have stopped after one coat and left it like that, but you live and learn. So I'm just going to get this on here. Oh yeah, and before I forget, at the very tail end of this video, there will be a couple of pictures from the Ren Fair for those that are interested. One of them is a picture of me and my youngest before I got my hair done, and the other one is my hairdo that I got done there. I really, really hate having my picture taken. So for me putting a picture up here, you guys, that's a big deal for me. Okay, we're going on to the second coat now on these. But my daughter calls me the Loch Ness Monster because I'm impossible to get a picture of it. So I really don't let my picture get taken often. Usually it happens that people are snapping pictures when I'm unaware. That's how my family gets pictures of me. Anyway, back to the nails. Oh, on another note, we did have a great time at the Ren Fair. So we went during Pirate Week this time instead of the regular Ren Fair stuff. I mean, pretty much all the stuff was the same, except people were dressed piratey instead of medieval and whatever else. Anyways, moving on. That has nothing to do with these nails. Okay, we've cured those now. There's two coats. Now we're going to move on. This is the color I am using to paint the branches. If I can open it. Now, these mud gels, I bought these. I have the full set of 60 of these, and I bought them specifically to use as gel paint because they are thick, and wherever you put them on there, we're using a detailer brush. Whenever you put them on, they're going to stay where you put them. They don't self-level. It's not going to move around and spread on you like if you were painting this with, let's say, another color of polish. You have to worry about it spreading on you if you don't get it in the lamp to cure immediately. I know because I've had that happen before. But anyway, I'm starting with the thumbnail. And we're just going to paint all of the branches on first. I know I'm going super slow. That's the way that's why I speed things up for you guys, because when I'm doing hand painting, I go very slow most of the time. So we're just getting the branches the way I'm going to have, they're going to be going down both sides on the thumb. Another thing I like about this mud gel is it's really easy to work with. Like I had decent coverage with the first coat of the base color, and I could have left it at that, but I kind of stuck in the two-coat mentality of polishes. And I'm just trying to get my sticks the way I want them, or I should say branches. This one's kind of looking like a set of deer antlers at the moment. And what am I doing? Oh yeah, I decided, did I put one in the middle? I can't remember now. Well, I guess we're going to find out together. It looks like I am going to put one in the middle, a littler one. Okay, and we're done with that. Now I'm going to paint these on the whole rack before I cure them. Oh, no, we're not done with that. Yeah, that one definitely needs to be longer on that side. Okay, now we're done with that one. Now on this is the index finger. It's only going to have the stuff going down one side. And we haven't got to the middle finger. The middle finger is basically going to be like the thumb. So the index finger and the ring finger are going to have it only on one side, but it's going to be on the side closest to the middle finger. If you look at the finished set, you'll see what I'm talking about. And what is going down here? My computer's doing something weird on me again. Okay, now this is the middle one, I believe, which is going to have the double one. You notice once I got past that thumb, the rest of these are going a little faster. When I first started on this set, I wasn't exactly sure what I was going to do, or how much flowery stuff I was going to put on, how many branches and all that. So my first couple of nails is me trying to figure out exactly what I want to do. And I could have done this set on a white nail, but I didn't really want to do white. And then in hindsight, I do have an off-white, which would have been a better choice to use than the gray, I think. I mean, obviously you can put them on whatever base color you want, but I was going for a certain look and I did not quite achieve that, but they still came out. I still like them. They're just not exactly what I pictured. And you guys know me well enough by now to know if they're not by what I pictured in my head, I'm generally not happy with them. Now I see how I got brown on my gloves. It looks like I dropped a bit on the mat there. Okay, that's the one going on the other side. That was the ring finger. And then on the pinky, we're going to go down both sides, just not very far. This is going to be just a little bit on this one. And if you're wondering why they're not coming together in the middle on the ones that are doubles, because flowers are going to be there. So they don't really need to be up in the, go all the way across. And I think that's all for the pinky. And I'll do the rest of them off camera now. And we'll cure those. I'm curing these for 90 seconds. Just because the mud gels, I think, take just a little longer. On another note, though, they do not dry with a tacky layer. So they're good once they're cured. Okay, moving on. This is one of the colors I'm using for the flowers. It's going to be the lighter one. And I had a lighter pink picked out, which ended up not working. It was too close to the other one. But we're going to take a dotting tool with the pink I just put on my palette. We're going to make however many flowers on here we're going to have. This one's having 2. And this is the color, I pulled this color to do the berries with, but now I'm also going to use it to finish the roses. Because the lighter pink that I was going to use, that one there in the middle, it was too similar to the other pink and it wasn't showing up. So now I've gone darker. And we're just going to take a dot in the middle, and then we're just going to give it a swirl. Now I know they don't look great as roses at the moment, but since they're so small and they're going to be, farther, they're just tiny. They look bigger now because they're, I've zoomed in, but they're going to be tiny. This is a real quick and easy way to do roses. They will look like roses when we're done, surprisingly. Yeah, if you're going to have this tiny of a flower, you don't need to spend a lot of time. Now, I've seen Natalie Mugridge do this technique when she's doing little tiny roses on stuff, and they came out good, so this is my first time taking a crack at it. Moving on, I think I don't know if I'm going to show you all of them. I forgot if I edited those out or not now, but we're going to just do the same thing. Put a dot in there and give it a swirl. You want to swirl it around like as little as you can get away with, because otherwise you're going to start to mush your color together, and then it's not going to look like a flower. It's just going to turn into a one-colored blob. But as you can see, it goes quick and easy. This is still in real time. I haven't sped this up. And there we go. Now these are regular polish and they will spread, but this goes fast enough that I felt that I could get away with doing it on all of them before I cured. And now I'm just going back with the rest of this rack, and there's some that needed a better job of swirling the stuff around. So I'm just kind of looking at those, and any that need more swirling around, that's what I'm doing. And then they will go into cure. And I will be curing these for 90 seconds. Just because the polish is on the thicker side now where those roses are. Now, once you're all done, that's cured, we're moving on to the leaves, and I'm going to be using this other mud gel, this kind of a muted grayish green. And now we're just going to paint little teeny tiny leaves in there, here and there. You'll see when I put this first one on, because I had way too much on my brush for this, but you will see how it does not spread, because I'm going to put a blob of this right here, and it's going to be, I'll come back and fix this in a bit, but we're just going to have this blob on there for the moment. Now you'll see it will just stay there the whole time. It's not going to move. But we're just going to paint some little leaves. They don't going to need to be perfect because everything is teeny tiny, so it's still going to look like a leaf if you just get it in a general leaf shape, which is why I say you really don't need a lot of skill for this, because you're just doing little tiny things on there. Now, if your hands are shaky, it might give you a little problem. Like I was having a decent day that day. Sometimes my hands get shaky and then I can't do a very good job. But if you'll notice, as I'm painting, I'm resting my finger on my other hand. That helps to steady my brush. So for me, that works. But I'm just going to carry on adding leaves here and there. Until I have enough on there and I'm happy with them. Now if you really wanted to get detailed, you could go back in with a darker green and paint the little veins on the leaves, but I'm not doing that. I'm trying to fix this one back up now and get some of that off of there, because I've got about enough of it on there for 3 or 4 leaves. And I was just going to put something in the middle of there. I just ended up basically filling that in. But I think I'm done with this one. Maybe. Maybe not. Alright. Are we done now? I think I'm going to put one more on this one. Okay, I think we're good now. Nope. Yes, no. What am I doing? Okay, now we're moving on. I'm going to show you this one, and then I think I did the rest off camera. Just doing the same thing, little tiny leaves. The more of these I was doing, the better my leaves were starting to look, which is usually the case. The first time I do stuff, it generally doesn't come out that great. I can always do better on the second go around, or at the farther I go along. And filling it in. Okay, moving on. I did all the leaves and they're cured now. Now we're going to move on. We're going to use that darkest one, and we're going to use that for the berries. So I'm going to use a smaller dotting tool, and we're very quickly just going to put some berries on these. I was trying to make sure I was in shot too. Just going to put some random ones towards the end of the branches, and then maybe a few little ones if I have an open area that I feel like it needs something, I'll stick something on there. I see some of the roses look very rose-like just with that swirl in there. And now I'm going to do it on the rack because I'm lazy. I didn't want to pull each one off of there. Thus I figured I can just dot these on very quickly on here. I believe this whole last bit here is going to be sped up now. You've seen how it goes. So we're just going to quickly get these on. I don't know if they're berries or flower buds, I'm not sure, but you can use your imagination. They can be whatever you want them to be. And as you can see, this is a fairly quick, easy set to do. And we're just going to keep on dotting. Okay, there we go. And they're going into cure, and now we're done. And now we're going to top coat. Woohoo! And doing a matte top on these. See, when you look at that gray right there, it doesn't really look that gray either, but once they're done, I don't know if they, I don't know how they got so they look that as dark as they did. Well, actually, hold on, let me see something. Yeah, see, the ones that have the matte top on look darker than the ones that don't. So, or maybe that's just the way the light's shining on them, I don't know. I think the roses turned out pretty decent. I wasn't sure if I was going to like them, but it was a very quick, easy way to do them, and didn't take any skill. So that's something you guys can try out. Now on bigger roses, you're going to have to hand paint, but okay, there we go, all done. See, they look better now that you're looking at them from farther back. Okay, if you like those, please give me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you want to see more, I upload every Saturday with new video. And as I said, if you want to get a quick glimpse of me and my youngest son, or not, there we are. That's before I had my hair done, and this one is my hairdo. And that's all I got for you today. See you next time. Bye.